So in your experience, why do some patients hesitate to commit to regular chiropractic care? And how would you address those concerns?
Yeah, so that's a big question, multi-part question, but I'm going to try to keep it as concise as possible.
Do your
So, I
best.
mean, because it's the biggest problem that I think we see as a chiropractor and a business owner is, getting people in, showing them the value of what we do and why it's so important, but getting them to truly believe that, right? And so we've been, brought up within these social constructs of the medical system, the healthcare system,
Sure.
which I like to call sick care, right? Because you only go to the doctor when you're sick or when you have an ailment. You
Yep.
never go just because you want to feel amazing, right? So, to bring that back to what you're asking, the biggest way to get a patient to understand the importance of chiropractic is to always tie it back to what their health goals are. Like, what is it right now that means so much to them that they can't do? Like, is it holding their kids? Or is it something as simple as being able to golf, like the sport that they love that they can no longer do,
Sure.
right? If you can really hone in on that and be able to show the patient, hey, if we do this, you're going to have your life back. You're going to be able to do those things that you're passionate about, the things that you love. That doesn't have to go away. Whereas if you go the traditional way, oftentimes the first thing they tell them is like, I'm so sorry. You've come to a point where like you can no longer do those things and you
Yeah.
just have to accept it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And instead of saying, let's try to figure this out, let's see how we can work together
Sure.
so that you can have your life back. So what we need to do is let's set those goals, let's come up with a specific plan and measure that objectively as we go through, right? And I think as soon as patients start to make the connection that chiropractic and the effects that it has on our nervous system and our biomechanics and the importance of the spine, I think once they start to make that connection to not just pain, but function, I think they start to come around. And then of course, once they get adjusted and they get adjusted a few times and they start to feel the difference, then usually people are
Yeah.
starting to believe.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm